Hey guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Thanks for coming back today. I have got my slightly late, but better late than never, what I've warmed this week video. So I try to film these on Tuesdays and upload them on Wednesdays for what I've been warming Wednesday, but work has been, it's been a busy week. So we're a little bit late filming to this today. So I'm just gonna go through again, room by room, what I've warmed in each room throughout my house this week. And yeah, I'll give you some warm reviews of the scents that I've done. So in my office here at home, I have done Sweet But Fierce. And this one is like a nice violet, predominantly floral perfume with like a lot of violet scent. And that is Sweet But Fierce from the Glamorous You collection. I did two wax cubes in my warmer right here. And for me, this one was light. It was smellable. It did not last very long at all. I would say you could smell it for maybe 18 hours. It was very light though, even then. You had to really get close to the warmer and kind of come right into the room to be able to smell it. So for me, this one is okay. I enjoy the scent, but I would not repurchase because it's not a standout for me, and performance-wise, it just wasn't there for me. But it was nice. I will enjoy the rest of the bar. So that's Sweet But Fierce. Next, I did a tester cup, like one of these, in Sun-Kissed Citrus here in my office. And that one is still going today. It again is also light, but again, the testers are smaller. They're probably about 1 cube worth of wax. So it's fine. It's one of those scents that is what you see is what you get. So with Sun-Kissed Citrus, it's very much how it smells on cold as well. So no surprises there, just a very like orange jelly bean type scent for me. So I'm enjoying it. It's pleasant enough. I will probably change it out tomorrow. Then in my bathroom, I did, how many cubes did I do? 1 cube of Keep It Sassy. And this one, if you remember, or if you watched my last week's video, I wasn't a fan of this in my open layout. I found it a little bit overly sweet and kind of just really not my favorite thing in the open concept, although it was strong enough. So I put a cube of this in my bathroom, or in my daughter's bathroom, and it's good in there. It's actually on day, I want to say 3, maybe 4, and it's still doing okay. You can still smell it when you walk in the room. And actually, as this has gone like the last 24 hours, so like 2 days into this scent, I'm actually getting like Amazon Rain vibes from it. And I'm not sure, it doesn't smell like that on cold. Well, something in here in the base notes, not the top notes, because the top notes are very sweet and cloying. It's something in the base notes kind of reminds me of something from Amazon Rain. So especially as the top notes have worn off, that is coming through more, and I'm actually enjoying this a little bit more in that room. So in small doses, I prefer Keep It Sassy. In large doses, it's a little bit much for me, but again, I will use up my bar and it's all right. I won't feel a need to repurchase it. The other one I did in my bathroom, we had company over, I think last Wednesday or Thursday, and I did Aloe Water and Cucumber in the guest bathroom. That one was nice. This one is always such a pleasant one. It would be hard, I think, for anyone to find it offensive, which is why it's a good one if you're having people over. So nice and fresh, very clean, understated. That one was good. Then in my bedroom, we did 2 cubes of Fuzzy Blanket, and this one was really nice. And ooh, very similar to Stargazing. The difference is it's got more of like a sweetness and it's not as strong. So it's much, much lighter than Stargazing. I would say it's like a light medium scent, but quite long lasting. Stargazing is also long lasting, but for Fuzzy Blanket, I think we got, I'm trying to calculate math here, 3, maybe 3.5 days out of it. So pretty good. Longevity wise, it was good, but it was like a light medium pretty consistently. It was never a walk into the room and really smell it kind of scent. It was just very there in the background if you looked for it. So Fuzzy Blanket, I would say Stargazing, but just a teeny tiny hint more laundry, less vanilla, and just more of like a sweet, not candy sweet, but like slightly clean sweet scent. So that one is really pretty. I love Fuzzy Blanket. Not available. It was a bring back my bar at one point. I would like to get my hands on this again, and I would repurchase this if I was able to. Next in my bedroom, I did 2 cubes of Dazzle Darling from the Glamorous You collection. And this one has like seagrass and like grapefruit. And yeah, I like this one. On cold, this one is just like lemon clean, kind of like Squeeze the Day, but instead of that vanilla cream note, you're getting like a fresh grass note. It's really nice, really fresh, and beachy and summery without being like aquatic. I really like it. It doesn't really look like, when I look at the packaging, I think it would be very perfumey, and the smell doesn't really match what the packaging is showing to me. But I really like the scent. The trouble with this one, for me, was performance. On cold, this one is like light medium. In the warmers, it was light at best in my bedroom. You couldn't ever, at any point in the warming, smell it when you walked in the room. You could, for about 8 or 10 hours, maybe closer to 8 hours, you could sort of smell it if you were like closer to the warmer, which is such a shame because this one is so good. I love this scent. If this could be like a powerhouse scent, I would melt this all over my house. I really like the fragrance. It did get a little more, I want to say a little bit more perfumey on warm, but again, it's hard to really say because it was so light, it was hard to get a good read of what it smelled like warm compared to cold. So I loved it. I'll probably do it again in a bedroom, or maybe even in my bathroom, in my bathroom, because maybe a smaller space would help it. But I really enjoy the scent, but again, I won't repurchase because it is so light. So for me, the Glamorous You collection has been kind of a strikeout. The scent appeal on cold for me was just kind of okay across the board. There was none I hated, there was none I loved, but the performance has been very light for the most part for me. The exception would be Born to Shine has been okay, but love Dazzle Darling, very light. Next, I did a couple cubes of Cashmere and Corduroy in our room, and this one is just because I know I love this scent and it was an easy grab and go kind of scent. So Sicilian Bergamot, Sandalwood, and Vanilla. It's so pretty. Very feminine, quite strong, very long lasting, very just really pretty, cozy, and comfortable. You can't go wrong with this scent, especially for a bedroom. I love this one, highly recommend. And it is open concept worthy if you want to use it there. So then in my daughter's room, we went through a whole host of waxes in there this week. We did 5 different waxes in her room this week. So the first one we did was 100 Acre Woods from the Winnie the Pooh line. This one's so pretty. It is a lighter scent in the bar, but it smells like you'd expect a little kid's room to smell, or like a baby's room. It's like a little bit powdery, a little bit sweet, just very clean and like cozy. This one was a light performer, which I expected and is fine because it is kind of like a baby's room kind of scent. I got about a day out of it. I would have liked it to last a little longer, but it didn't. But it was nice while it lasted. I may repurchase this for her room specifically. I don't know where else I would warm this in my house. It would be okay in our bedroom, but I don't think it's strong enough for my preferences for our bedroom. So smaller bedrooms, 100 Acre Woods is a good one. Next, I did 2 cubes of Black Raspberry Vanilla in her bedroom. Did I? No. I did the Black Raspberry Vanilla in our open layout. So I did 4 cubes in our open layout, and that was the night we had people over last week. So again, nice bar for when you have company coming, because it's one of those ones that most people aren't going to find offensive. I did find it a bit light for the open layout, just for my own preferences. But again, with people over, you don't necessarily want it to be extremely strong, so that was okay. It lasted, I want to say maybe 18 hours, less than 24, definitely less than 24. I have had better performance with this in smaller rooms. So in bedrooms, this does last a bit longer. You could probably get 2 days out of it easily. It's in my daughter's room right now, and it's on day 2 and it's still going. So 48 hours in, it's still fine. But in the open layout, it was a little bit light. But again, really like it. We'll continue to repurchase this scent. It is a very good go-to bar if you're not sure what you want to warm. Next, in my daughter's room, we did With Grace from the Glamorous You collection. So we did 2 cubes in her room. So on cold, this one is like, I want to say peony. Peony, and it's like a sweet floral, and it's a fairly realistic floral, and it's quite a pretty floral. As far as florals go, I really enjoy With Grace. It's sweet without being fake. It's just it's a pretty scent. Very feminine, very delicate, beautiful. I can't even provide a warm review of this one, unfortunately, because even though my daughter's room is on the smaller side, and scents usually do quite well in her room, I could not smell this one in there at all, even like 2 hours into the warm. So even at its peak, I could detect literally nothing from this. So I don't know if it was other scents we had going that day that were competing, or if I was nose blind, or what was going on, but I got nothing. I could not tell you what this smelled like warm because I didn't smell it. So in the package, it's pretty. Performance-wise, nada. So for me, this one's been a total strikeout so far, kind of a dud for me. I wish it wasn't because it is a pretty scent. I am going to try it again, of course, and I hope I get more out of it then because it is a really pretty one. So I will try this maybe in my bedroom and see if we get better luck, but I'll keep you posted. But so far, this will not be a repurchase for me. Then we did a couple cubes of Cozy Cardigan in her room. This one was a 1-dayer, it was 24 hours, and it was fairly light. Like I would say, yeah, it is a lighter scent anyways, even in the bar. And it was pretty, light and pretty, cozy, clean, a little bit fresh without being laundry. A little perfumey and a little powdery without being very much of either of those notes. On a scale of 1 to 10, from like 0 to 10 for powderiness, it's like a 2. So just a teeny bit powdery, just a teeny bit floral, just a little bit fresh. It's like a little bit of everything without being a lot of anything, which for a kid's room is quite nice. And for certain body cares is quite nice. So I really like Cozy Cardigan. I would repurchase. And I think that one's got like rose, although you wouldn't know it. The notes are very much, it's just kind of one of those scents where if you picture what a Cozy Cardigan would smell like, it smells like that. Last in her room, we did 2 cubes of Arctic Kiss. And this one, I think we did 2 or 3 days. I think 3, because we got 8 days out of the week because I'm filming this a day late. So yeah, this was a 3-dayer. Arctic Kiss is strong. You do get like just a teeny tiny bit of coolness from like mint. Just like a crisp coolness. It's not minty. With like honeydew melon, like specifically honeydew. And it's just very fresh and sweet and clean and strong. It smells like it would be a medium in the bar to me, but it was strong, like a very intense scent. Lasted really great. Excellent. I think you could do this one in an open layout, no problem. And in a bedroom, it's strong and really nice. So she really liked this one. She specifically said she liked the blue one because she liked the way it smelled. So Arctic Kiss is a winner, and 2 thumbs up from my daughter as well. Then for open layout, didn't do too many this week. We had some good mileage out of the ones that I did do. So yeah, we had done Black Raspberry Vanilla, as I've mentioned before. Then we did Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. And this one is, okay, on cold, I smell cream cheese, like pumpkin sticky bun with walnuts or pecans or some kind of nut. And I believe there are nuts in the notes, but there is no cream cheese in the notes. I swear it's in here, like swear. Even on warm, the cream cheese kind of came out more. It was kind of like a tart cream cheese type scent. It was very much brown sugar, gooey, slightly pumpkin cinnamon roll with like cream cheese frosting. It was really yummy smelling. Yeah, very much a bakery scent. If you're not into spice, I think you'll still be okay with this. The cinnamon is minimal, and the pumpkin is also pretty light pumpkin. To me, this is more cinnamon bun with a lot of big gobs of thick cream cheese frosting. So it's really good. A little bit of pumpkin, but mostly just like sticky bun. Like I would say not even cinnamon bun, more just sticky bun with pumpkin in the dough and just a little tiny bit of cinnamon. But lots of cream cheese frosting, very bakery, very sweet. This one lasted quite a while too. So we did, I think, 2 days with this one in the open layout. So that was good. Next I did Scary Good and Coffee Tree again. So this isn't the bar of coffee or of Scary Good that I warmed, but this is one that I have here. And then Coffee Tree. So I did 4 cubes of Scary Good in 2 different warmers. So 2 cubes in each warmer. And then in one of the warmers, I put 1 cube of Coffee Tree. So Coffee Tree is extremely strong. Scary Good's like a medium strong, but Coffee Tree is like intensely strong. Like one of the stronger scents that I've done from Scentsy. So Scary Good and this one together were amazing. I did it last week too, and I just can't get enough, so I'm doing it again. So I did that one, and I think that one was a 2-day one too. So highly recommend that combination. It is so good. Coffee Tree is Bring Back My Bar, and it says it's just like straight up coffee. And yes, but it's just a teeny little tiny bit sweet, but not overly so. It is pretty much just black coffee with just a tiny bit of sweetness. Scary Good, pumpkin, butterscotch, cinnamon, and vanilla. It is quickly becoming one of my favorite fall scents. Oh, I've had this one going in my office at work this week as well, just because I needed to hit a pumpkin spice to get me through this week. So there's that one, and love. Next I did Bright Cider Life. So finished up this bar and got halfway through this bar. So I did 2 cubes of this one in 3 warmers in my open layout. And it was really good. Love this one. It's very much like a bakery, brown sugar and butter and dough deliciousness scent. Yeah, it's like caramelized brown sugar, butter, and dough. And not a whole lot of spice and not a whole lot of pumpkin or anything else. And I think there's apples in the notes, and I don't get apple either. I get like delicious, buttery, sugary goodness, and it is so good. So this one was a solid 24 hours. It did really well. It always does. I love this one so much. I will say that I prefer the first 12 hours to what happens to it after that. It's still good, and it's still wonderful, and still one of my favorite scents all the way through. But the first 12 hours are my favorite because they're more of that like doughy sweetness. After time, it kind of caramelizes and gets a little bit darker and like, I don't want to say burnt, but like more of a darker caramel. But yeah, either way, it's all good, but I love the initial stages. And I think that is all I did this week. So there were quite a few bars that I melted this week. I'm also going to be sitting down right now to do my September melting basket because it is September 1st and I have not yet done that. So I'm going to do that. I will film it when I've done that, and I will try to upload that by the end of the week as well for you guys to take a look at. So let me know what you're hoping to warm as we get into September. Is it cold where you live yet? Like, I'm actually really curious what the weather is like where people are living. Where I live, it has become fallish, like very fallish. The leaves are turning, it is cold out, there's dew on the car in the mornings. We have to wear like long sleeves when we go outside. It's cool. It's like, I think today it was like 10 or maybe 14 degrees Celsius. So we're into cool weather. We're into sweater weather. It is very much fall and I am loving it. So let me know how it is where you are. Is it pumpkin spice season or is it still summer where you are? Let me know and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.